Last time on the 100 line, Last Defense Academy. Hideko tells us everything she knows about the time loop and parallel leaping, and Takumi has flashbacks to a previous 100 days, where he killed all his friends thanks to a Gi parasite. And understandably, he doesn't take it well. She continues to explain that she's been stuck in this time loop for nearly 40 years, and this is the first time nobody has died, meaning this loop might be their best chance of escaping. With a new goal to stop this perpetual hell, the two work together to find a way out. 300 hours of peak. Well, it's like half and half, but that's still pretty good. Like, conspiracy route sucked fart. Like, what they gave that guy, it was like, all right, you got a week to write it. You can't have any CGs except the ending ones. And they're like, Freddy, dude, what do I do? After breakfast, I headed back to my room to think of my next move. Hideko said we go change history tonight. Still gives me most of the day to do other stuff, which means showering, Ato, and gifts. Okay. And I head back to my room. Go hang out with someone for a while. just Ato one more time. Weird. Well, I don't really, you know. This is like something about myself, which I don't even know if I want to like put into video form, but a big thing about me, and this is totally just because I played Persona, right? And it just ruined the way I make videos. But every time it's like, we're doing the last thing, it's got to be like something meaningful. It has to be good. I did not plan for Ato to be the last one. The game just kind of constructed it like that. But it makes me think, dude, if I was making a guide, Ato would be the last. Because, you know, he's the hardest to win over, you know? So it's just kind of funny it worked out like that way. But I do cringe in my old videos where everything had to be this big, grand thing. Dog, I'm just playing games, bro. I'll make poop jokes. Come on, bro. Ain't that serious?
This is quite...
Yeah, shut up. Freaking, here you go. I don't care if you like it or not.
I'm honestly surprised I can speak to another person like this. I've lived with this cognitive disorder for as long as I can remember. My parents even hospitalized me to keep me at arm's length. That was when I started my book reading habit. A kind-hearted nurse shared her recommendations with me. She looked vile and reeked like a corpse, but I appreciated the gesture.
See, not all humans are bad. Then I killed her.
The longer I stayed in the hospital, the more determined I became to wipe out mankind. Say, Takumi, did you ever hear about a hospital that exploded and had a single child as its sole survivor?
You effing a-hole.
That was me. My first time killing other humans.
You killed the nurse? I was joking!
And I haven't given up my dream of exterminating the human race yet. I'll never give up.
Never say never, Ato.
It's my reason for living.
For now.
In that sense, you could say the ugly humans I despise so much are also what's most important to me. You never cease to amuse me, Takumi. I've never bared my soul to anyone like this before. You are so hideously interesting.
So cringe, dude. That's the last line we get at Ato. Whatever. I'm not shocked, but come on. Okay, now officially they're all done. And thinking about it, yet again, Stockholm Syndrome might play a part of it. Even if everyone doesn't have like the 10 out of 10, this is the Moko route, this is the Yugamu route. I feel like they all brought something to the table. Except Kako. That's a shame. But other than her, freaking everybody really was just, you know, unforgettable. Also, I guess Takamaru, you know, he's just kind of used to be the muscle head. He never really got his time to shine. But like when you're making a story like this, you know, it's like, what would a Takamaru route look like? I don't know. Friggin'... It is kind of hard to write for because he is one-dimensional. That's not even me dissing. One-dimensional characters are fine. It's okay to be a static character, right? Bruh. I don't want to believe 100 line is so impactful somewhere out there. Everybody's got a favorite. You know? Because I know I do. No. There we go. Why can't she talk more? God dang it. Then again, maybe she did. I want to like her as much. I didn't mean it like that. Oh my god. I just got the video. Day turned to night, as it usually effing does. Thank God. Something just played me off. All right. I mean, I'm just saying, thought of me, you know. She did that thing about lolicon. I was like, oh my god. Don't say that. Taking here not to be spotted. Hideko and I snuck out of the school. We made our way along the road that led to the old lab. Hopefully we weren't spotted. Along the way, Hideko began speaking.
Oh?
I discovered the parallel leap machine on my 37th loop. I decided to investigate every corner of this old town and happened upon it by chance. Over the next few loops, I'd go back when my memories returned and try to learn more about it. By the 49th loop, I more or less knew what it could do and how to operate it. So we still don't know who made it or why it's here. Or are you so determined to figure it out, though?
Oh?
You probably won't believe me. Don't laugh, all right? I won't. I heard a voice while I was sleeping. It said that machine will be your salvation. Seriously? You said you wouldn't laugh. Sorry, just must have been hearing things, right? What if you weren't? Dang. Could that have been like Hidiko's cryptoglobin too? I don't know. She ignored me and carried on walking. I followed after at a safe distance, feeling like I just poked a hornet's nest. Man, Hidiko, come on. Come on! You just sound like a shoujo protagonist. I'm sorry. You do. It's not a bad thing. I still can't help wondering what that machine's doing here in the first place.
Oh?
Someone here must have been researching parallel universes. I wonder who. Researchers, probably. Ugh. What's wrong with researchers? How am I supposed to know? Just be grateful we've access to such a useful resource. Come on. Okay. Game director's like, dude, shut up. But why would they do that? But shut up. Freaking, who knows? Like the last time, Hidoko and I dispelled our class armor and got inside the lab. Can wear leap suits and class armor at the same time, right? We went over this. Is the game not long enough? You want to drag it out even more? I know, but why do they have that function?
Oh?
Leaping is achieved using cryptoglobin. Or rather, using its energy waves. The infinite parallel universes out there exist in a space filled with cryptoglobin energy. It surges in constant waves, unpredictable patterns. To leap, we have to harness those waves. It's almost like we're surfing. We ride the waves in that space to get to our destination. Doing that without protection puts a lot of strain on the body. Like you can't surf without a swimming suit because you might hit the wave and you know, your penis. Well, not your, yeah, experienced it myself. It really sucks.
You got off easy. Serious leap damage can affect the brain and rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
Your memories, you don't say.
Hey, I'm tougher than I look.
Please take this seriously. If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin.
Oh my effing god.
That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
How'd you learn that? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. My point is, to avoid leap damage, you have to avoid touching cryptoglobin energy directly. So that's why the leap suits cover our whole bodies and push it away from us. That's right. Thanks for clearing that up. Although I could have asked that question along the way. Oh, I have another question. Oh my effing god. You said we're going to change history. What exactly are you going to involve? The same thing as when I went to the Hunt Mystery Timeline on day 5. Erasing the Gi data from that Takumi's brain. I've got everything we need right here on this thumb drive. That's the thing Siria gave you. The cerebral glitch repair program? It's got like an actual liquid in it. What? Yes. The only difference is this time we'll be treating the killer zombie version of you. Let's call him Takumi 2 to make it easier. Right. At this rate, Takumi 2 is going to become a killer. But wasn't this the timeline where we got jumped? Something like that. We're going to treat him before he can commit the first murder. But that's not all. We've got something else we need to do in that timeline. What's that? In the version of history I know, Takumi actually kills somebody tonight.
Who's that?
Hideko, too. In other words, me.
I would never. Well.
We have to prevent that murder before we move on to treat him.
Hold on a minute. I don't remember any timeline. Whoa! Oh my effing god, it all makes sense.
And we accidentally leave a leap suit. God. I don't know what to tell you. I'm the one who got killed, and I remember it very clearly. Tonight, around 11 p.m., I'll be killed by Takumi 2 in the biolab.
Oh.
You probably just haven't recovered those memories yet.
Is that why?
I guess I did repress a lot of them.
Hey, Hideko, what time is it now?
She tapped her glasses near her temple. 9:18.
Oh, we got plenty of time. Well, we still gotta walk back to school. Wait, how do you know?
My glasses have a clock function built into them. The lenses can function as a transparent heads-up display to show me the time whenever I touch them. Just here.
Oh.
It'll be a problem if you can't keep track of time. Here, you can have this.
Oh, you got me a new. This is a Samsung Galaxy X15. What the?
I have another of my own. Just switch it on and it'll display the time. Take it.
He'd go past me in the little machine. You know, maybe dating a girl boss ain't so bad sometimes. No, we should both be bosses. Oh. You said 9:18.
It's 9:19 now.
And we better hurry.
You keep stalling us with stupid effing questions.
Leaping takes you the same time, right? We can't go back or forward.
That's true. We can't go yet.
We can't? Why?
Oh.
Remember what I told you about riding the waves? They're from a space filled with cryptoglobe energy. Let's call them the blood space. We can only leap when they're at their highest intensity. That's when I liken to surfing. Sometimes you have to wait for a big enough wave to come along.
So we gotta be patient. When's it gonna happen?
Take a look at the device.
What? Took a look at the pocket and turned it on. Displayed some kind of diagram of the waves. Between 10, 20, and 1 at night? Oh my god!
We'll only be able to leap during that time.
That's a good thing it's not in the morning. You know, being gone the whole day. But you said Takumi 2 kills Hideko at
11.
But it's only a 40-minute window.
That's right, 40 minutes to get it all done.
Takes over half an hour to get to the school.
Would you prefer to call a cab? I know it won't be easy, but we still have to try.
I wonder, you know, no offense to Hideko, but like, why is saving her in this timeline so important? Maybe so she gets more memories? I don't know. Would it work like that? Would she retroactively remember something? Possibly. What is Hideko's talent again? Where if she can remember everything, it's she gets a kill and then she she can act again. Whatever. He's trying to tie gameplay mechanics in his crap. Let's just get it done. We're waiting for the blood waves or whatever the crud. Hideko showed me how to use the machine. It's a lot more simple than I thought.
Everything sounds simple when it's explained to you. I had to put in a lot of work to figure it out.
I appreciate that, but you know, we already changed our leap suits and adjusted the machine settings.
Let's go over everything one last time. What timeline are we leaping to?
Killer zombie, madam!
And what's our objective?
To remove the Gi data from Takumi 2 and prevent your murder.
Good. It's time to get started.
I hit the red button. We both stepped on the platform. This effing rules, dude. I'll eat this crap up. Let's do this! One last! It doesn't really work. F it, let's just go. Whee! Oh, you can see Comedy Route down there. Check that out. Pretty good. I'm so dumb. Anyway. Did we do it? God. I'm too in character. Did we leap?
Don't just stand there. We need to get going.
Right. Oh, crap. It's kind of hard to run in this. I grabbed a fire extinguisher and hurried out. Should we take off the leaf suits? I can't remember which loop it was. I tried doing this in my regular clothes once. It didn't end well. There's 2 Hidekos. This one's a fake. It's gotta be a shape-shifting commander. They captured me and shut me up in a cage for 100 days. If you want the same thing happen to you, I won't stop you. No. Now pick up the pace. You know we don't have a lot of time. God, we're gonna freaking... Depending on what decision this Takumi makes, we're gonna get kicked out the window. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Hideko took off running. I did the same. And started our journey back to the school. But, you know, will we leave a suit? Because they have to get a hold of it eventually. We still had a ways to go. I decided to ask about something. Hey, tell me about what happened between Hideko 2 and Takumi 2? It all started around this time, actually. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take a walk. That's when Takumi 2 attacked me. The Gi data in his brain finally taken over. He chased me into the biolab. He was far stronger than any right to be. A Gi can draw a superhuman reserve of strength from its host, after all. He slammed my head on the operating table. While still in a daze. Well, you get the idea. I never had a chance to fight back. My bad. We almost reached the academy. I could see the wall of fire. Suddenly, Hideko stopped and picked something up off the ground. A power saw! We'll be needing this. What for? Takumi 2 locked the biolab door behind me when he attacked me. I'll have to break it down to get to him. This is the fastest way to do it. I was starting to get a bad feeling about this. Hey, hold on. I seen that power saw before. It killed our friends in this timeline. By taking that into school, you're putting all of them in danger. That won't happen. We're going to cure Takumi 2 after all. Oh, right. But what if we mess up? We won't. I think we will. How can you be so sure? Enough talk. You're my servant, aren't you? You said you'd do anything to help. Now pick up the power saw. Gas. I guess. Then don't talk back. Do as you're told. Some Japanese guy out there is really into this. And it's gonna abruptly end. He's like, oh, what happened to the surface stuff? Okay, enough making straw mans. Hideko took off to the wall, power saw in hand. I followed a few steps behind her, trying to keep down the panic rising in my chest. Legit, what is gonna happen? Is causality gonna come into effect? Or no, will we really change the future? Like Shulk. Before long, we arrived at the school. I checked the time. Display the corner of the window. Wait, are they canonizing the... No. Like the day tracker now? No, okay, it doesn't say the actual time. 10:56. We got 4 minutes. No. We have to hurry. Okay. We're in. We barreled through the entrance. And Hideko kept going through the halls up the stairs. It was all I could do to keep up with her. Soon enough, we reached the 2nd floor. I found myself outside the door to the biolab. Hideko had gotten there before me, of course. I saw the 2 of them run in here just now. Hideko 2 went first, then Takumi 2 chased after her. He was carrying a kitchen knife, just like I remember in that case. I was right, the door's locked. Dang it! Well, good thing we brought this. Pull on the door, but it didn't budge. I heard a noise coming from inside the room. Oh no! No! That was probably Hideko getting thrown around. It's already 10:59. This is bad, we're almost out of time. Stand back. I barely had time to react before Hideko revved and her power saw. Watch out for the kickback, Hideko! Oh, of course you nailed it. You're messing everything. There's a terrible splintering sound as the door yielding to the relentless, rotoring metal blades. Come on. Following Hideko's lead, I stepped through the biolab. I was not ready for what was waiting for me inside. It's... What? What's with this angle? Whoa. Never done that before. It took me a moment to process what happened. Hideko got in first, but now... now she was crumbled up in a corner. A blow from Takumi 2 must have sent her flying. You're gonna pay for that, me. Dickhead. From the sound of that groan, she was gonna be out of action for a while. And on the other side of the operating table... Hideko 2. She was also on the floor. Looked pretty out of it. Both of the Hideko... Wait a minute! But this is from our POV! What is going on?! Both of the Hidekos were down for the count. Obviously, only one person could be responsible for this. No, this is a new POV. Takumi 2, this timeline's version. Me. God, I really wear that every day? It looks so stupid! I'm kidding, it looks cool, but... Our eyes met, and I froze up. I wasn't used to looking at my own body from the outside. God, I wish I was a little bit taller. Such a surreal experience. I just stood there, forgetting even to breathe. It wasn't long until time started to flow again. I was dragged back to reality. This time I gotta protect 2 Hidekos. Takumi raised his kitchen knife and dashed toward me. Oh, this isn't voice acted. Hideko said the leaf suit repels hemo anima. That wasn't a class weapon. It was more than capable of tearing through the suit. He swung wildly, but I did my best to dodge. Obviously wasn't able to let myself get killed. Especially not my own doppelganger. I couldn't keep dodging forever. He was sure to hit me sooner or later. I needed a weapon, something I'd use to fight back. Right as I thought crossed my mind, my foot brushed against something. Oh god. It was the power saw. But if we use that, I mean, we just won't finish him off? I don't know. I ducked down, grabbed it, swung it to the side. The blade connected with the other Mii's knife and sent it flying, thank God. But his strength, that didn't stop him though. He grabbed at my arm, trying to take the power saw from me. I wasn't about to go down without a fight. I wrenched it away and kicked him in the stomach. Yo, 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 let's go, Takumi! I mean that, oh, we got him! Ah! He slammed against the wall and fell to the floor, his face contorted in pain. Must have been pretty hard. That's why you work out, buys and tries. No, that was a kick. He wouldn't be getting up anytime soon. Thank God. Oh. I know this looks crazy, but... I took advantage of the lull in the fight. Went to go check on Hideko too. She didn't seem to have any visible injuries. But I made sure she was okay. What a clever way to also reuse the CG. Well, that's strafing. Never read that word in my life. The frick? I've been doing. Not to mention the run over. Was exactly feeling my best. Fought through the fatigue and lumbered over to this timeline's Hideko, who's probably grabbing her pants. Just as I was about to reach her. Oh no, he's back up. F you! What a tool! God, I hate his guts. Something slammed into me hard from behind. So we are seeing it through his POV. That contextualized that other timeline where I was like, what the dump is happening? Dude, Takumi at least sees what happens when he's a Gi. He woke up and he was like, what the heck? How'd I get here? Brilliant writing. I staggered a few steps, suddenly off balance. Takumi too saw his opportunity and took it. The 2 of us grappled. Found ourselves near a window, and then... he sent me flying. Next thing I knew, I was in the air. But Takumi 2 is still clinging to me. Must have tackled me with so much force that it sent it... It's not Takumi 2 anymore, it's just normal Takumi! Shards of glass were all around us, sparkling in the night air. Oh no. For one weird disconnected moment, it actually looked kind of beautiful. I mean, it looks pretty cool. The laws of physics kicked in. We were falling, rocketing toward the ground, faster than either of us could deal with. Huh? Takumi? No. No, which one? My leap suit must have provided some protection. Oh, thank God. Because falling from the second floor didn't hurt nearly as much as it should have. I saw the power saw lying to my side. I grabbed it and got to my feet, looking around for Takumi too. He was standing nearby, maybe 30 feet away. Owie! It looked like he just got to his feet, still swaying unsteadily. Well, I prevented Hideko 2's murder. I just left one thing to do in this timeline. How to treat Takumi 2. Couldn't let him get away. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran toward him. My double saw me incoming and ran. Understandable. I stayed on his tail, eventually cornered him right in front of the wall of fire. Do we get him? Is this maybe how the comedy route starts? I raised my power saw and revved it. In the light of the undying flames, the blade glinted ominously. I wasn't going to kill him, obviously. Didn't even want to hurt him. Wait, what? He may have been from an alternate reality. It's still me, after all. So what I was going to do? Just threaten him? If he thought I was going to kill him, maybe come quietly? I decided to go with that. Hefted the power saw again. Wait. Something about this doesn't seem right. Haven't I seen this before? Yeah. Oh, dump, what do I do? What do I do to stop him? To make it the comedy route? or whatever. I couldn't have been distracted for more than 2 seconds. That was all he needed. Hit him with it. Oh, I hit him in the leg. No! No comedy route! Pain flashed across my left leg. My view started to tilt to the side. As I toppled over, everything seemed to slow down. I found myself thinking, come on, I should have seen this coming. I've literally done it before. Then my downward movement came to an abrupt stop. Hopefully the chainsaw stops. Well, then again, if you don't have your hand on the trigger, there's probably a safety mechanism. I felt my head slam against the cold, hard ground. Even my helmet on, it was a real shock. I was majorly disoriented. I could barely string 2 coherent thoughts together, let alone come up with a plan to fight back. He was literally discombobulated. Though, through instinct, more than anything else, I managed to stagger back to my feet. And we're gonna get chased. I didn't have the power saw anymore, so it must be... Now it's my turn! One last... Fear took over and I ran back toward the school as fast as I could. Oh, top. Well, if we already...
You won't get away!
If we already know what he's gonna do, the tables have turned. Now Takumi 2 is after me! Fortunately, he wasn't moving very fast, probably because he was way down by the saw. My vision was back to normal. The haze around me, my thoughts were still there. Felt like I was forgetting something important. I couldn't think what. Before I could figure it out, Takumi 2 made his move. Wait, is it it's been a while. Yeah? He discarded the power saw, tossing it aside into the bush. Okay. Then, he lightened his load. He was a lot faster and gaining on me. He's literally you, though! How are you gonna lose a race against yourself? Because the effing suit. Can't move in that thing. Look at them shoes. Look, what is that? Freaking... He and I were the same person, of course. So just press the X button, JohneAwesome. So our running speeds should be the same, except I had a big clunky suit on. Okay, they explain it. It's only a matter of time before he catches me. I need to find somewhere. How many times has that happened in the Let's Play where I'm like, predicts the text before it happened? Oh my god. Kind of getting meta given this situation. Right as the thought crossed my mind, the outline of the school came into view. Hideko! Hopefully you're up! Oh my god! I put on a burst of speed, running from the school with all my might. And? Did I bump into anybody? Probably not. I scrambled up the view and the hallway up to the stairs. Okay. My feet were barely even touching the ground as I fled along the second floor. Where is he heading? Oh, right. Finally, I tumbled in the bathroom. He already knows where to hide it. I win. Take that, Gee. Oh, wait. We still knocked him out and put him in the machine, though. Held my breath and listened hard. I could hear footsteps in the hall outside. Dang, this is like tense. What a way to turn things around. They got closer than passed by. Thank God. I let out a sigh and leaned back against the wall. My head was swimming. I just stood there and spaced out for a while. So what am I supposed to do now? Still gotta get that guy under control. Maybe I can try and hide and get the jump on him. Suit's so hard to move around in, though. Won't do anything stealthy in this. Be easy for him to turn the tables on me. The solution to that was obvious enough. I already know the call, yeah. Dumb. Does that mean in this timeline, Takumi's the one that jumps on the... I don't know. Looking around, I found a supply closet and stowed my stuff in there. Better get going. We need to fix this quick for a window to leap. But... Dude. How are you gonna get back, Takumi? Chekhov's gone with that suit. I'm sure there's more suits back at the lab, hopefully. My first move would be to find Hideko. She's probably still in the biolab. I walked toward the bathroom door, just as I was about to open it. Huh? Who? Could they have been hidden in the bathroom? Guess I better check. No! What do I have to pick now? And shouldn't I know that? I looked around for escape. There's no point in hiding one of the stalls. I'd get found out right away. In that case, there's only one way out. I ran to the window and opened it. Did you make it in time? I guess you had to. I jumped out with all the energy I could muster. Something went wrong. Maybe it was the fatigue setting in, but I couldn't control my posture like I wanted to. I fell. Again? No, what was that crunch? Flat on my back, my head hitting the ground with a sickening crunch. I really done it this time. My consciousness was leaving me like a smoke blown away in a strong breeze. Before it all went dark, I heard footsteps nearby and somebody saying something.
Takumi, are you okay? Hold on. Stay with me.
Can she get the suit on him and can they leave? That's where my memory cut out. Next thing I knew, my mind melted away in a chaos. Man, he always either getting his breaking his head, getting his head chopped off. Come on, let's just put a helmet on him. Oh, freaking can't move in the helmet either. He's a lost cause. We gotta stop meeting like this. I woke up suddenly. I looked around, trying to orientate myself. I'm trying so hard to keep the corny, freaking joke to myself. Now I'm pointing it out. You know, I could get used to waking up to this.
Where am I?
Oh, God.
Can't you tell? It's your room. In the SF timeline, that is.
SF?
The dump?
Steady Fundamental. It's the one we started off in.
Sure, I mean Street Fighter? The first?
Did you have to carry me here again?
Yes. You need to start taking better care of yourself. I'm not your mother, you know.
Right.
I don't understand.
It's like when a child falls asleep in front of the TV.
What?
And their mother picks them up and puts them to bed.
I do not like all these analogies, Hideko.
I've basically done the same for you. Several times now.
Dang, my bad. All right, return the favor. I'll figure something out. When she put it like that, did feel kind of guilty. Shifted uncomfortably and sat up in bed. I mean, we just escaped the 100 days. I think she'll be happy, so let's focus on that. What happened after I blacked out?
Oh.
Don't worry about it. We fulfilled both our goals.
You did? Good job, Hideko! I figured we saved Hideko too, but about the other one.
Oh.
We don't need to worry about Takumi 2's parasite problem. I actually had 2 thumb drives. Nico gave me an extra one as a spare, so thoughtful. I gave it Hideko too. I revealed myself to her and explained everything.
Wow. And I guess that didn't create a time paradox? Well, Johnny, Hideko's just that cool. She doesn't care. I guess. I mean, it's not like we saw her own face that would create a time paradox, but I guess, I don't know. She just made it tougher stuff. Her brain's not salmon roe. Did she already know about the time loops? Parallel leaping?
No. Not every me in every timeline has the same memories. She'd only recovered a few fragments so far. So that explains why in the freaking coming of age route, she wasn't like 100% on Takumi's side. It depends. Dang, so it's also like, I guess, I don't know, an effect of causality. Am I using causality properly? Who effing cares, freaking? It must have been hard for her to wrap her head around. She managed just fine. I should know. She is a past version of me, after all. I know her history very well.
Trippy.
I even remember what happened next. From when I was her. As Hideko 2 injected Takumi 2 with an anesthetic and used the repair program to treat him. A program I got from a thumb drive given to me by myself. Hideko 1.
Makes sense to me. What I want to know is, if we do take, the time chart into account, do you think, like, the further up, that is, like, technically the first timeline? No, that would be a main scenario, right? Let me check it out. Because maybe it's going like this, right? All the timelines are in tandem, but the one most north, that's essentially the oldest. That would make the romance around the most recent. I don't like the implications of that. Got box. I don't know if there's any validity to this theory, but, I haven't really found any holes in it yet. Except, whatever route we're on now. I don't know where that is. It does seem like the, Eito dyings are kind of, man, this is just hard to look at. F it. Whatever, let's just keep playing the game. Yeah, it's breaking my brain! That was all well and good, but she hadn't seen it for herself this time. That made me uneasy. I took out the device Hideko given me. When's the next time the blood space waves surge?
Thinking of leaping back to Killer Zombie to check it out? What, you don't believe me?
It's not like that.
Either way, we won't be leaping anytime soon. Look at the screen.
Yeah, we got invaders. Wait, 1 to 5 p.m., day 20. What?
we won't be able to leap again until that. So you can't leap any day you want? That's 3 days then. So we're staying put for 3 days. That's just how it works.
Do these surges have any kind of pattern?
Unfortunately not. Everything from their variation to their wavelength or their regularity is completely random. The same goes for the periods when they surge and how long they last. We never really know what we're doing or dealing with until they arrive.
I never know what I'm doing.
We're lucky these devices even allow us to predict the surges.
Makes you just wonder how advanced, like, the future humans were. God, to, create all this. Well, then again, I mean, there's waves and temporal... No, what am I talking about? We don't have, time travel, but, we have seemingly, if you went back 50 years, right, it'd be like, dude, the stuff we have now is, super science. Like, what the don't? Just think about it. 80s, or no, 70s to now? Holy...
Can we focus on the video game? Sorry. For now, you'll just have to trust me. So easy.
So Takumi 2's really fine. Don't have to worry about him?
That's right.
Wait a second. We never did... Maybe that'll come up here, too. After breakfast, I went back to the roof to think. I might as well just also say what I'm thinking. We never addressed where that other Kako went. It makes you wonder if the Hideko in box of, calamity or blessings, how many memories did she have? She said she was going to do it again, but where did she send Kako? And will that interfere with other timelines? I don't know. Can the Gi... I don't think the Gi is cognizant enough to understand, what would happen. Our next sleep is on day 20. The next battle's on 21st. Gives me some downtime. Still have to use it productively. Decided to go back to my room, take a walk around the school, see how everyone's doing. I wouldn't mind that. Is it free time? Oh, I thought I could actually just talk to everybody. I'll do that anyways, see if we get any new dialogue. There was no new dialogue. Also, it was the next day. Yeah.
Why'd you ask me to come all this way out here?
I wanted to make sure we wouldn't be interrupted.
I didn't even bring my writing
Come on. Please don't actually be into it. Can there be a normal girl at this school? Wait, there is a normal girl at this school. Ah! Frick! Slightly, abnormal? No, I don't know what I want. I didn't call you out here so you could give me a secret spanking, okay?
Do you want me to step on you then?
He says no, but that expression, not that either.
So what do you want?
It's about leaping. I was worried someone might overhear us, so we talked in our rooms.
Like how you ended up following me and poking your nose where it didn't belong?
Yeah.
Why'd you want to ask?
First of all, the blood space waves are going to surge on day 20. What timeline are we jumping to?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Can I drip molten candle wax on your cowlick?
Hey!
Why would you do... What is up with you? You didn't do this in other timelines, I don't think. I don't remember.
I want to see what it looks like slicked down.
No.
I'm actually still thinking about which timeline to visit next. I'll let you know when I come to a decision.
Kind of regretting a lot of my previous comments about Hideko. She's not serious. She probably... I don't know. There's a multiple partners thing, not this. I think that's just how she rolls. Is that a deal breaker? I don't know. I guess it kind of is. We switched to a new location.
Huh?
2 days ago, you said the parallel leap machine was made some kind of researchers, right? I don't know that for sure. It's just speculation.
That's fine. Let's assume it's true. But which side were the researchers on? Were they human or invaders?
There's really no way to tell. From the looks of the lab building, it doesn't seem to have a government or military connections. Perhaps they were part of a small organization, or built in secret as a part of some private endeavor. I mean, think about it. No matter who built it, that machine could provide a huge advantage to the war effort.
Which is weird, right? Just to see it seemingly forgotten. Why isn't that a part of our intel? To hey, if things start going south, jump to a different dimension, and how about the other side,
So the fact that no one's used it. Means neither side knows it exists. What? That's what I think, anyway. Neither Veshnas nor Sire or Inigo have ever mentioned parallel leaping either.
But Sira gave you the... not ever?
No. Not in any timeline I've seen. In any of my 146 loops.
What could that mean? What is the origin of that place? There'd be no record of it. What the dump? If it's not the first squad, then... Do the first squad... Do the first humans here... Do they just turn traitor? I don't know. What's the benefit of that? We moved again. A new location. A new question. So about our recent loop. Our objective was to change history by saving Hideko 2 and stopping Takumi 2 from becoming a serial killer. Did we really achieve that, though?
Of course. Hideko 2's still alive, and Takumi 2 was successfully treated. What are you so worried about?
It's just... Isn't there a timeline out there where we didn't succeed?
Naturally, there are infinite possibilities out there in the blood space realm.
But if that's the case, is it even accurate to say we changed history? We just changed one. It's not even, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. Isn't it more like we created a new timeline? Kind of like laying down a new track of rails to replace old ones. So does that mean the canon reality is the comedy? Maybe.
Yes, but what of it?
I'm just wondering if there's any real point in it. The old rails still exist. So if we really fixed anything, dang. Should we talk about this, or does this spoil everything? Anyway, we'll just say this. A member of Tokyo Games, which made 100 Line Scenario, right? Or at least wrote it, deals with this exact same premise. And I was like, are they going to do it again? Are they going to... Of course. I feel like in some way, shape, or form, it shows up in all games that he works with. For better or for worse. This time, though, pretty cool. I think they stuck the landing.
Trust me, there's definitely a point.
Why?
Let's say there's a train that is destined to constantly run through a fiery hellscape. The passengers inside be forced to endure constant pain and suffering. Now, imagine we lay down a new set of rails branching off from that line. One version of the train now gets to enjoy a safe, comfortable journey. Of course, one of them is still destined to burn in hellfire. There's no changing that.
But it gives a whole other... But is it really just one train, Hideko? You see what I'm saying?
It's better that if we never added the second line at all. At least this gives the passengers a 1 in 2 chance of happiness.
I guess what she's saying. We are at least, in a way, creating more hope for ourselves and more timelines that if we fail here, Hideko may experience again. I mean, it's not exactly... From Hideko's perspective, it's sort of self-serving because she's the only one that remembers, but now that Takumi is too, it is really taking care of ourselves, even if it is indirect. I get it now. I think I get what she means, but still. Besides, we're kicking butt taking names in this timeline. Takumi, hush up. Friggin', it's fine. I'm still having trouble coming to terms with this.
What's the problem? I thought we were doing pretty good.
Are we even laying down new rails at all?
What do you mean?
When we leapt 2 days ago, things played out in the Killer Zombie timeline exactly like I remember when I was Takumi 2. The only difference was I was seeing them from the steady fundamental perspective as Takumi 1. Oh my god. That's a scary thought. The person who attacked me with a power saw when I was Takumi 2. It was actually me. Trippy. Took me a while to notice. Still, I don't understand it. Without even meaning to, I ended up making history repeat itself. Back to the Future crap. Oh my god. Almost like I was on rails, going through a predetermined route. It makes me feel like destiny's controlling us. Or something. And I also got to thinking, what if history refuses to change? What if our actions don't create new timelines after all? It's just like treading new ground. Well, I guess from our perspective, right? It's up to interpretation. Did you do the splintering routes after that or not? You know? For us, it's like, it does seem redundant. Like, yeah, we've already been there, done that. Dude.
I already told you, Hideko 2 is alive. And Takumi 2 has been treated. That's something that wouldn't have happened without our intervention. We definitely created a new timeline.
Huh?
But
The fact that history seemed to repeat itself for you is probably just leap damage. Remember what I told you? Leap damage can affect your memories and your ability to reason if it reaches your brain.
no, Hideko, we know. This just became like, oh my god, this is just good effing sci-fi, straight up. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but it's very satisfying to play through and definitely satisfying to read. I don't know if it's satisfying to watch, but dumb. Obviously, I hadn't made my point clear enough. I had a feeling that loss of reasoning, so this is something that happened. This was part of our predetermined history. Like we couldn't escape it no matter what we did. Can we really truly ever escape this never-ending carousel? Oh, don't I get the credit song now? Hideko and I finished talking. Went back to the roof.
Oh?
You look like you're starting to have doubts. I'm telling you, it's nothing to worry about. We're creating new timelines, and it's changing things for the better. We weren't. There'd be no point in anything we do in this timeline.
Oh.
And don't forget your promise. I'll build us a future where we can all be happy. That's what you said, and you wouldn't lie to a girl, would you?
Oh.
I'm trying.
Does that help? Are you going to sleep better tonight?
I don't know.
I'll get you some medicine to help you sleep, some more anesthetic. Take it, go to bed, and forget all these groundless worries, understood?
What the dump? She left before I could respond as usual. What the frick? Get another USB drive? Excuse me? I don't know. After that, I took the sleeping medicine Hideko brought me, sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. Let's just pray to God it was a melatonin and not something else. What did she give us? Oh, God, now I'm what? Can we trust Hideko? Hey, we woke up with no morning announcements. The dump? Oh, we're wired. That was definitely melatonin. Then again, he said dreamless sleep. You take one of them suckers. Just start, like, watching a whole season of Cat Dog in your mind. It's like, I haven't thought about Cat Dog. Like, 20 years. What the? What? Huh? What's going on? Oh, my God. Can this guy... what? Oh, did she roofie us? Be the second Kodaka character to do that. I jolted awake, suddenly judging by the sky outside it was nighttime. Practically just slept the whole day. The sleeping medicine did its job. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Cat Dog, man. That first season's okay, I guess. Didn't really leave an impact. Weirdly, my face really hurt. I had no idea what could have caused that. Rubbing my sore cheeks. Looked at the clock. 7:15 p.m. This time of day, there must be people in the cafeteria having dinner. We have dinner in Last Defense Academy? I thought it was just a big breakfast. We're doing that homemade thing. I'll go check it out. They're all just dead. It's like, what happened in one day? Oh. Hey there, Sumino. You're finally awake. Yeah, what's up?
Man, can't stop thinking about what we just saw. It was awesome! I know, right? So much fun.
Did I miss Nigo's talent show? No!
Huh? Sorry, Takumi, we just didn't have the budget for it. But hopefully you're well rested now.
What are you guys talking about? Nigo's hidden talent!
Oh, it was nothing, really, nothing at all. Very nice of you to say so.
All right, day 19. I missed it in this timeline, too!
It was a wonderful performance.
Huh.
Indeed, it was truly high-class entertainment. Much like Let's Plays. I was so inspired, I practically ascended to a higher plane of consciousness. I will be a D-bag in this route, guarantee it. Isn't that right, sister?
It was kind of old-fashioned. I don't know. 6 hours just flew by in a flash. We did try waking you up, Takumi. No matter how hard I slapped you, it never did any good.
That's what my cheeks hurt. Thanks a lot.
That's too bad for you. You missed out, and I'm afraid that ship has sailed. Nico, could you do one more time? I'm so very sorry, but each show is absolutely unique. No recordings, no repeats, no exceptions. It's an artist's rule.
There you have it. Sucks to be you, dude. Shut up, Sierra. Looked over at Hideko. Our eyes met. She joined the conversation.
Oh.
You missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime. What can you do?
Apparently, I was the only one who missed it. So unfair. Gritted my teeth and glared daggers at Hideko. She's such a sadist. God, it's always been a facet of her personality. Those stupid effing glasses shielded that from me. Arrgh! She just laughed. She enjoyed this. Although once her offering to help me sleep made a whole lot more sense. I'm over it. Maybe Takumi isn't, though. After dinner, I ran to the room as fast as I could. Siri and Nigo were waiting for me. Why? What happened? Huh? What's up with that look?
You slept and you missed the whole thing.
I turned to Nigo and made a sincere, heartfelt entreaty. Please, just this once. I don't need the full 6 hours. 5 minutes would be enough.
Sorry, old boy, but like I said, I never repeat.
Can't you make an exception? Just tell me vaguely what it looks like. Give it up, Sumino. You're never gonna know. Some things in this world you're better off not knowing. What does that mean? Oh, no. Come on. You two always do whatever Hideko says. How is that fair? I thought I was the leader. Wait, I'm not the leader in this timeline. Frick.
I'm afraid I don't follow. What do you mean?
The cerebral glitch repair program. You gave that to her when she asked you, right? Yeah, well, Shuzuhara said she really needed it. And besides, she's so nice and well-mannered. And she's a nerd. It's not like she's gonna do anything bad with it. Look at them glasses. I know. Are those stupid epic glasses? That was enough for you to hand it over? Hey. No, of course not. I'm not stupid, dude. All this was on day 4? Yeah, Shizuhara came to us and told us about the time loop. She did. Wait, the time loop. Loop. Yeah, loop. We're not time travelers. Yeah,
She even told us top secret intel only Nigo and I should know about.
So it's kind of like with me. Dude.
That's what convinced me she was telling the truth. And that's when she made us an offer we couldn't refuse. I know which days the enemy attacks will happen. I'll share this information with you, but you have to do as I say in return.
Seems like a fair trade.
I mean, who's gonna turn down a deal like that?
Right, okay.
Her ultimate goal is for all of you to survive through to day 100. In other words, she wants to win the war just like we do.
Sure she does.
Her interests and ours match up. So it only seemed natural that we agree to work together.
Okay. You know, she's a pretty good negotiator. Look at her, dude.
He's kind of adorable. Look at his tiny little hat.
Anyways,
Hence,
warmonger.
why I gave her the thumb drive.
Technically in this time, no, there's still warmongers. But, you know, he's just following his programming. We can't hate Sire. Maybe we can turn his life around. Who knows? Do you feel the same, Nigo?
You mean that's why I comply with Mrs. Shizuhara's requests? Not exactly. It's more like I feel indebted to her. She went to the trouble of forcing me away from second last Defense Academy after all and saving my life. If I'd stay there, I'd be a pile of scrap.
All right, she kicked you in the head. It's like, you're coming with us. Don't talk. Shut up.
Been obliged to self-destruct at some point, and well, I'm just so grateful I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, same. Didn't give up. I begged Nigo for another talent. Forget the talent, Takumi! But my pleas fell on deaf ears. Highly disappointed. You're gonna have to like, you want to know what happened at the show? I'll tell you. But you have to be my servant. It's like, I'm already your servant. You'll be my servant squared. It's even more diabolical. I'll return to my room and get on the frickin' bed. Despite not doing very much, I still feel pretty sleepy. That night I dreamed about Nico juggling flaming torches while playing the theremin. You know, let's just say it's that and move on with our lives, okay? Things are getting a little too, like, you know, freaky. You know, that time paradox bullcrap. I'm glad we had some levity. After breakfast, I went looking for Hiriko. Found her on the roof. Made sure no one was around before speaking to her. Hey, you got a minute? You want to know about today's leap, I assume? I mean, maybe. We gotta get started, right? 1 p.m. There's plenty of time to train in the meantime. Don't forget we have a battle coming up tomorrow night. Huh? Never decided where we're going? Yes. The Retsnom timeline. I almost forgot we pop up there. Retsnom? Oh. I suppose you don't know about that one. Or you just haven't remembered it yet. In that timeline, you and Dotami are raising a strange creature called Retsnom. Why are we leaping there? Oh. To find someone. Specifically a mysterious old man. That's right. Wasn't that when didn't we bump into us? When we're walking, you know, to the cave? For some reason, he only appears in certain timelines. We won't find him in the steady fundamental branch, no matter how hard we look. How do you already know that? Huh? But he's there in the Retsnom timeline. I think so. I met him there once before. I was exploring the ruins and found him standing outside a cave. Then he said something. It looks to me like you're caught in the cursed cycle. What? He knows about that? I mean, he knew about the boxes of calamity, but I could vaguely remember. That phrase sounded familiar to me, too. Oh. I hadn't recovered my memories at that point, so I didn't recognize the significance of what he said. I do now, though. When we spoke about a cursed cycle, he was referring to the time loop. So whoever this guy is, he knows about the time loop. Oh. Yes. There's a chance he also knows how to leave. All right, makes sense. Let's check it out. With that in mind, we're leaping this afternoon. Don't forget. But no buts. I literally knew she was gonna say that. I'm too in sync with these effing characters. I probably should be after half a freaking, 300 hours. Just be a good servant and do as you're told. Do I make myself clear? Thought we're a team, Hiriko. God. She left before I could respond as usual. Well, I guess she does know more about it. No, I'm not gonna fall in line. That's bullcrap. Whatever. Retsnom, huh? Doesn't ring a bell. What are you kidding? Freaking how I could ever forget that route. This strange old man could tell us how to escape. That'd be a big step forward. Or be faster, just at the thought of it. Have to wait until the afternoon for the main event. Still have the first part of the day free, so let's have a goof off. Or just get us to the Retsnom timeline. That's cool too. Here we are, Retsnom timeline. Everything looks just the same to me. Were you expecting to see dinosaurs walking around? That would be kind of cool. And my third time leaping in a parallel universe, but it doesn't feel real. In a broad sense, these alternate timelines aren't that different. By the way, about our suits. We're keeping them on. You never know what you might run into. Thought you remember what happened in this timeline. Do you remember what you had for dinner 3 nights ago? Cabbage. Of course. I've been doing this for at least 146 loops. I can't remember every little detail. Never thought of it like that. Makes sense to me. Let's get marching. So where do we find the old man? Like I said, outside a cave. I don't know if we'll be there now, but it's worth a try. Let's check it out. Could the old man maybe be... I don't know. Who could the old man be? I don't see any caves. How much farther? What? Do you have a problem with walking? I don't know. I was just asking. Then stop flapping your gums. Start moving your feet. Or curl up like a ball, like an armadillo, and I'll kick you all the way there. So violent. Why? What? Pardon me for breathing. Just Hideko said. part about staying quiet and walking. Made our way through the ruined town, just as I was turning a corner. Bum, bum, bum! Ah!
Far out.
It's just totally cool. Ah! Kill him! A strangled cry escaped my mouth. I tried to smother it, but it was too late. There's really only one thing I could think of. Kill! Wait, no! I looked at Hideko and saw her helmet move up and down. I nodded. That was our signal. We turned away and began sprinting as fast as we could. Probably a safe bet.
Wait!
Who the heck are you guys?
Dude, that's crazy. The payoff's insane. The others two chased after us. We shook them off. Did everything we could to get away, turning corners, ducking down side streets, and cutting through abandoned houses. After running around like that for a while, finally got safe again. There was no sign of our pursuers, so we stopped to catch a breath. God dang it! Who was that back there?
Do you really need to ask? Is this timeline's version of you and Dadami?
But it's unlike the Killer Zombie branch, right? I don't remember anything like this happening before.
Can't think of two possible explanations for that. Either you have experienced it, or you don't remember. Or you're going to experience it at some point in the future.
Dang. So, yeah, that makes. I mean, is that why? Yeah, that is why the story locks exist. They want to give you the freedom, but they also want to give you the payoff of, I guess, finally, getting to the end. Why? This might seem pedantic, but what was up with the Gaku? Is it just random? Like, here's a couple of like freebie endings. Because, I'm sure a lot of people don't do all the endings, Whatever. In the future? No, that can't be right. I'm determined not to go through this loop again. It will be the last time I experience these 100 days. It's getting kind of meta. So there's no way I'm seeing something that I haven't lived through yet.
At least we got away from them. If they'd gotten hold of us and taken off our suits, we'd really be in trouble.
I don't want to end up in fighting myself again. I don't know if I'd even win.
They're probably still nearby.
Should get moving. Lord knows Dotamy friggin' she can take both of us. It's so funny in hindsight I gave her all the cryptical open and F and dead the whole F. That's so effing unfair. She's like practically the mascot. How could I predict that? I'm turning into Ema. Don't make me. Yeah, thank God. Woo. We're finally here. Where's that old man?
I thought I already explained this.
There's a lot going on today.
I met him here once before. During a previous loop. There's no way...
Marinate. Yes. Put a little lemon zest on there.
Spun around and standing there was...
You want some lemon chicken? My apologies. I mean, you were late. That's my age. My memory ain't what it used to be.
Doesn't seem like the kind of mistake you can chalk up to forgetfulness.
Marinating is actually the process of soaking foods to soften them up. I could tell you a wonderful recipe for ginger marinated squash.
I was just about to ask about it. Hideko beat me to the punch.
Sir, I believe you're familiar with the cursed cycle. You mentioned it to me before. Well, it wasn't really before, from your perspective. The point is, I've heard you mention that phrase.
Yes. Its stats look good, but once you equip it, you can't take it.
Not curse equipment from Dragon Quest, old man. This is not an RPG. Well, depending on who you ask, it might be. This is a physical object. This isn't a physical object we're talking about. It's
the loop. Yes.
So you're not fooling?
The time loop. It keeps your britches up. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's what you call it, yes.
So you do know about it?
The curse cycle. It is a legend passed down in this land since time immemorial.
A legend.
There once existed a race with the blood of God running through their veins. The so-called Brethren of the Blood.
How close are they related?
This was long, long ago. But who knows? There still be some out there today. There were people created by God's own will who lived a blessed life until one day evildoers from a distant land appeared and by use of secret arts created copies of the brethren. God was angry and visited a terrible retribution upon a number of these copies. That is what came to be known as
The cursed cycle. Because we're byproducts of Shion? That's so... Why do we have to suffer? We didn't have any say in it.
indeed a truly dreadful punishment. A prison constructed not of brick and mortar, but of time itself. Those within it were forced to watch history repeat itself over and over again in an endless loop. That's the curse cycle. As for those trapped inside, not even I know what became of them. Perhaps they linger there still, never able to leave, constantly longing for the sweet release of death. Ooh. And they all lived happily ever after. It's a children's story.
Nothing about that was happy, dude! We're looking for a way to leave this loop. Can you tell us anything that might help?
There's no mention of anything like that in the legends.
Crap. Our shoulders slumped. But then...
But now that your tension's it, now that you mention it, there was somebody researching the curse cycle many years ago. His name was Norihu Inone? Inon? What? How do you read that? Noriro Ainon.
We're going with...
Noriro Ainon. How long dead? He was impressive polymath in his time. He excelled in the study of both folklore and particle physics. Quite the dual degree, you must agree. I've heard that Professor Inon, Inwan? I don't know, compiled the results of his research, his life's work, to a single volume. One of his goals was to prove the potential existence of the curse cycle and examine its mechanics from a scientific perspective.
What's this book called?
Reflections on Impractory Metempsychosis.
Ooh. At least I know metempsychosis.
I know it all sounds very occult, but it's got no relation to cursed spirits or sorcerers, in case you're wondering.
But will it tell us how to get out of the loop?
Never read it, so I can't say for sure, but there's a chance it could offer you some clue.
Hideko and I looked at each other. It's the best chance we got so far.
I must say, you're dressed rather strangely. Have you come from outer space?
You could say that. Yes, something like that. We thanked the old man and went on our way. But yeah, what's up with that? Can I get that squash recipe? Freaking gotta get your veggies in if I'm gonna keep running myself. We returned to the lab. We're about to head back to steady fundamental. Not a bad day. We're making progress. On our arrival, we took off our suits, talked about what we should do next. I love this so much. This is the coolest crap. Am I biased? I don't know. It's not necessarily like a buddy cop thing, but just these two trying to fight against their cursed, bloody destiny. I don't know. Call me corny, kind of romantic. Our only lead is Professor Inwan's. I need to learn how to read that. Turns out, you just read it like it is, Inwan. Apparently some new computers, I don't know. Our only lead is Professor Inwan's. Reflections on Impractory Metempsychosis. We're even start looking for something like that. There's no sign of any libraries anywhere outside the school. Just have to try inside the school then. Good luck with that. Dump. We already know them ain't. Well, some of them are in English. Or whatever language they're reading, which I guess is Japanese. We walk back to the school, headed for the library. Are we going to keep getting teased that we keep going alone? I don't know. Hideko and I spend the rest of the day, most of the night, searching the library. It's no good. There's no sign of that book having been here. Nothing else, Professor Inwan either. This message came up when I searched on the PC, though. Wait, so he's real? I mean, that would help. The records in the database are incomplete. New books have been added to the collection without the index being updated? I guess they had other priorities. So we have to start searching manually. Great! Have you seen how many books there are? I'm afraid that's our only option. Great. Stared in bewilderment at the rows upon rows of books and documents lined up through the room. It's getting late, though. Let's call it a day. We do have a battle tomorrow, after all. Yeah. Should be fine to start looking during the day, though.
Oh.
Speaking of, you remember which commander attacks tomorrow? Yeah. It's Ava. Oh, crap.
Oh.
We'll need to think about what to do with her. Yes, Hideko, what will we do with her? You have a little pull with Circe, so, you know, I'm just thinking, maybe don't cut it off, I don't know. Be a shame if she, you know, because then Takumi might have another regret, you know? Why did Ava have to die? You miss out with me, should you be somewhat happy? Once we got to the roof, I parted ways, went back to my room. What to do with Ava? Obviously spare her! I thought about it. Got in bed and thought about it for several hours. By the time I reached an answer, starting to get light outside. Gee, what do you think he's gonna pick? Freaking Takumi, dude. He's got a heart. He's gonna be fine. After breakfast, we head to the library.
Huh.
Before we start looking for the book, did you finish that homework I gave you? Huh? I nodded. Oh, Ava? Yeah, we're fine. We're definitely not killing her. And why is that? There's a timeline where Ava's ghost tried to strangle me. Oh. Turned out to just be a hallucination in my mind, but made real. But still.
Oh.
I remember that too. It's the timeline where the Leo Jr. doll almost killed me. I would have died my... She keeps her hairpin off when she's on a sleeve. I don't know. Just find that funny. Oh my god, we never saw this up close. Dang, there's a lot of detail in the... Look at that. Look at the Gi, like little tendrils. Ugh. God. Or rather, the zombified Gi-possessed creature inside the doll. I've been calling it the Box of Calamity timeline in my head. Good name, good name. All the terrible things that happened to us in that timeline. All of our friends who died painful deaths. It all leads back to one thing. Ava dying. And, yeah, the boxes. Opening that little box was the start of it all. That's true enough. It's possible to trace back even further. You could say it all started when I made the decision to finish off Ava.
Huh?
That was when she told me of the Box of Blessings. Or the Box of Calamity, as it actually turned out to be. So you want to keep Ava alive, to prevent this timeline from going in that direction? Yeah, seems like a good assessment, I don't know. Alright, that makes sense. I'll back you up on this. The zeal to kill Ava finally quenched! She's like, I'm just so done. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Just let it end. Let it end. Oh my god. In the meantime, start looking for the metempsychosis book. I've got something I need to do first.
Oh, wait, what are you doing?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just follow my instructions, servant. Understood? Freaking, I don't... John, she didn't even say that. You internalized that. That's true. That's worrying. I spent the next couple of hours scouring the shelves in the library. Try as I might, couldn't find the book. Dumb. Just as I was about to take a break, Hideko walked in. How's it going? Nothing so far. How much of the library have you searched? Maybe a 10th.
Oh.
That's barely anything. What are you doing here? Going on a bizarre journey rereading your favorite manga? Who are you, Kyoshika? Of course not, I'm trying my best. Well, in a way, I suppose that's good news. Means there's still a possibility of finding it in here. Yeah, never give up hope. We will create a better future. Hideko looked up at the remaining shelves, hopefully. How about you? What have you been doing? For starters, I got Kako and Ima to stop fighting and make up with each other.
That happened in this timeline too. Everyone else is kind of out of the story.
I also spoke to Sire Nigo, told them any relevant details about tonight's battle that I could remember.
Huh?
Does that mean everyone knows about Ava too?
Oh.
Yes, Sire Nigo. I've told them by now.
Really? That's never happened. Takumi sort of just waits till the last minute. Okay. What else?
What else? I've been very busy. Don't forget who's the master here. Why should I have to explain every little thing to you?
Just asking. God. Hideko sighed and touched her glasses near her temple. Guess checking the time.
It'll be sundown soon. I'm sure you have things you want to do before the battle. Go spend your time wisely. I'll take over in here.
Just like that. Hideko was being nice to me. God. Not a fan of that. Can you just, like, I get emotional whiplash just trying to keep with her mood. But I'm not gonna complain. All right, you say so. Thanks. God, he's going through it. Stockholm Syndrome! What should I do? Maybe I'll participate in one of my favorite hobbies! Immediately after the nighttime announcement, the alarm sounded.
All right, it's about time those creeps got here.
Attacking us after hours. Such bold-faced insolence.
Losing sleep is bad for your skin. How dare they?
Don't sweat it. I'll finish this in 5 minutes tops.
I wish I didn't eat that curry before bed now. Why would you eat curry this late in the day? Come on, girl. You're doing this to yourself. You knew there'd be an enemy attack this time, didn't you? I mean, I did, but I forgot. It was a plate of Suzuki curry. Who on earth could refuse? Gotcha. Makes total sense now. Yep.
No one can resist that kind of temptation.
Yes.
Let's give this one a roll, everyone. Are you ready, sister?
Ready when you are, brother.
It was encouraging to see them in such good terms, since that's kind of a rarity. Another timeline's usually on the rocks. Like Hideko said, she got him to make up. I wonder how. Kind of wish that didn't happen off screen. I wouldn't mind. Where you guys want to get moving?
If we started talking, they're going to flash up!
Takumi.
Duh. At Hideko's prompt, everyone turned to look at me. Ooh. I met their gaze and gave my answer. Yeah! Let's do this! Special defense unit, move out! Am I the leader in this timeline? It doesn't matter, who cares?
Not enough. The holy Jumanji sword still thirsts for the blood of the wicked!
Hey, Takamaru. I think it's been more than 5 minutes now.
Yeah, well, my body clock ain't even past 5 seconds yet.
What a little twerp.
So, where's this Ava commander we're supposed to be fighting?
She should be showing up soon. That's what Sire said, isn't it?
She'll cover the battlefield in a thick mist, and she'll be in the middle of it.
Is this that mist we were warned about?
It's kind of messing with my balance. Feels like I'm gonna spew a whole bunch of carrots and sweet potatoes. Ugh. Siri was right. Fighting with this stuff everywhere won't be easy.
Ima, Kako, this is where you two come in.
That's always how we've won this battle in other timelines.
Your skills complement each other perfectly. If you can work together.
Say no more. My dear brother and I just have to
Show everyone how strong our sibling love really is!
What did she say to these two? The twins smiled at each other and nodded.
Right. Go for it.
It's kinda, whatever. Dang, maybe everything will work out.
Phew! Looks like we won. Thank goodness. Any longer and I'd be cleaning regurgitated curry off my class armor.
What are we to do with our fallen foe?
Everyone turned to look at Ava.
Please, don't kill me.
Wow, you're really convincing. All right, I guess we won't.
My name is...
Ava, the paragon of nature, right?
We know that already.
What? How? We've got sources of our own.
I see. Well, at any rate, I beg of you, please, spare my life.
Ava brought her hand up to her mask. And you won't ever believe what happened next. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. The boys all let out a gasp. possibly as a response to that, Moko was the first to speak.
I say we kill her.
Ah, come on!
What?
No!
I agree.
You got... I'm not saying nothing. This is effed up. Y'all gotta be messing around, right?
Yeah, let's rip out her entrails.
Now you mention it. My neck's been feeling awfully cold lately.
What?
You want to wear intestines
Oh!
as a scarf?
Oh! I didn't even... How could you... Yukamu!
Sorry, but I'm with them. She has to die.
Please tell me you're joking. You little twerps. You better shut up. Don't let me put a finger on Ava.
You too, Tsubasa?
I hate to say this, but I think so too.
Even you, Nozomi?
I don't know what to say anymore.
If we let her live, you can bet it'll mean trouble later down the line.
Because everyone's gonna be fighting for her affection, right, guys? Because she's such a...
No matter how nice she may look,
No.
she's still our enemy.
You freaks! You better step in line! Hideko! Smack some sense into them!
Kinda sucks, but that's just how it's gotta be.
Well said.
Yeah, you're right.
What's going on? They all want to kill her? How?
I'm sorry, Takumi. It looks like we'll have to finish her off after all.
Y'all better be punking me, I swear to God.
No.
No!
Please, no! Don't kill me! Let me live. I beg of you.
I thought you guys were joking!
Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please, don't kill me.
But then...
Everybody ready? 1, 2.
You freaking...
Did you forget we're in war? Did you forget this is all... Guys! For a moment it felt like time had stopped. They were about to chop my ex's head off. I think my heart did. It did stop. I tried to speak, but I could only manage to croak out a single confused syllable.
Huh?
That's what I would have done. But
What?
I may be traumatized after this.
Yeah, he totally fell for it. You've been dynamite, bruh.
I just...
Today is your birthday, right?
Huh?
We all wanted to give you a surprise, so we all got together and decided to trick you.
This is too far.
Guys, it's not my birthday. And even if it was, this isn't the kind of surprise anyone would want.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff,
You
man.
little turds.
Anyway, I'm glad we got this chance to shake you up a little.
All right, whatever. Do your little hazing ritual on your team leader. F it.
You are? Why?
Lately, it feels like you've been keeping your distance from the rest of us.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we've been busy.
We thought a communal event like this would help boost our affinity level with you.
What the frick? Yosuke, shut up. Affinity levels? Nope. I've got no idea what that's supposed to mean.
It was Miss Shizuhara who gave us the idea.
Hey, anything to get us all more united. All right, I'll take it.
She knew you wouldn't want to kill Ava if you had the choice.
I looked at Hideko. She smirked back at me, a self-satisfied look on her face. Yeah, keep laughing. God, that actually... Because you're like, wait, okay, you know, oh, Moko's just making a joke because you're jealous. And then everyone starts like, no, she's gonna die. It's like, what? Even you, make up your minds! Then I looked back at Ava. She was taking the news well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
She wasn't in on the joke, guys. Come on. She was still crying and stammering. Now it's from relief more than fear. So anyway, what do you want to eat? I know your species doesn't eat meat and all, you know. Want a cake? Some strawberry.